Welcome, dear viewers, to CouchWarrior TV on YouTube. I'm the CouchWarrior, and you are watching The Mortal Blade, a Dragon Slayer's tale, featuring Sagramore, the Nord Warrior. Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you to all of you who were able to attend the last live stream.
Hi.
That was great. It was rather last minute, but most of my live streams are right now. I'm just not in a position to be able to schedule them. So that's just kind of how it's going to be until I figure that situation out. But I want to thank all of you who were there. Now, at the end of that session, the game actually crashed. And we went ahead and ended it because at that point we were close to 5 hours of streaming, and it was time to end it, okay? Now, since then, I've done a little bit of legwork here and gotten some things sorted out so that I don't think what was causing that crash will be a problem going forward. But one of the things I did discover is that there's something going on around Fort Snowhawk that is causing save game problems. So I need to figure out what that is, but for the time being I'm kind of staying away from Fort Snowhawk, and at least I'm not creating any quick saves or any full saves, anything like that. I'm not creating any saves around Fort Snowhawk. As a result, I've also decided to stay away from Fort Snowhawk when it comes to doing my crafting. My original plan was that we had decided that crafting a sword of significance in this farmyard didn't make a lot of sense. And however, the alternate plan was that I was going to do the crafting at Fort Snowhawk. And now that I realize that that is not a safe place for me to operate right now, I've come back here, and I'm going to go ahead and do the crafting I need to do here so that I can just get it done. So we're going to take care of this stuff first, and then we'll move on to the next phase. Now, you remember,
I'm in charge now that my parents are in Morthal.
we acquired an ebony ingot, and we did that by buying a mask from a vendor along the road. It was an ebony mask, and I was able to melt that mask down. So that gives us pretty much everything we need in order to make this claymore. So we're going to go ahead and make that. The other thing I'm going to create here is a boarding hand axe.
I figured that I would run the mine someday. I just didn't figure that would mean now.
All right, let's go ahead and upgrade these. So we're going to put on the old smithing gauntlets. Okay, we'll upgrade the axe, claymore, and then we'll upgrade this other stuff just for the experience. Okay. Now, the reason that I created the boarding axe, it's basically a war axe. What we're going to use it for is a tool. We're going to use that for smashing open chests and locks and stuff like that.
What can I do for you?
What have you got for sale?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Yes. So we're going to keep this, but we don't need this anymore. We don't need this big thing. So we'll get rid of that. And we don't need this war sword, so we'll get rid of that. And now we're going to commit to the non-ranged weapons methodology. So we're getting rid of the bow. And we're going to get rid of the arrows as well. Okay. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Take a look.
let's take a look at what else we might be able to get rid of. Crafting feathers we won't need. We've got an extra ebony ingot now, which, I don't know. I'm going to get rid of these ingots. Nope. Let's see what he's got. Does he have anything we can use? 25% less damage from enemy attacks the further their health, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alteration. No. He's got kind of all the standard materials. All right, we're fine. We've kind of tapped him out. Okay. So, we got that done. Let's go over here where it's a little bit quieter, and then let's get caught up on a few things. All right. So, as far as the look goes, there are some new things going on here. Okay, let's have a closer look. So, I use a retexture called Windsong. I think most of you are familiar with that. In the Legacy version of Mortal Blade, I also had another texture mod that was fine facial features for men, and it was really the more distinctive thing. It was the texture pack that really gave Sagramore his look. So I really wanted to try and make Special Edition Sagramore look as much like Legacy Edition Sagramore as I possibly could. So I've implemented that, and it's made a few changes in the textures on his face, which make this version of Sagramore look almost identical to the one that I played in SE, which I love. So going with that. Now, the other thing that I did was I did some research on the simple lock bashing mod for SE. And it turns out that the way the mod works is that you need to continually bash on the chest. What I was doing was hitting it once and expecting it to do a calculation and tell me if I was successful or not. What it really wants you to do is keep bashing on the chest. And I read through the comments and posts related to the mod, and some people were talking about having to bash on a chest as many as 25 times, which seemed it didn't seem good. You know, to have to bash on a chest that many times just to find out if you can break into it or not. So the mod author created a version of it that adjusts the calculation so that you can open chests without having to bash them as many times. I have implemented that. And then we're using this boarding axe as the tool that we would use to break open locks and chop wood and all that kind of stuff, because we can't be doing that with our swords. So that's what this boarding axe is for. It is an implement. It is a tool for doing those different things. So hopefully that makes sense. What else? Oh, I've also implemented a mod of my own creation. It is the retextured Apotheos Scarf. I retextured it so that rather than being red, it would be black. And this is actually a mod that I created for Shadeling. And I implemented it here because it goes really well with this outfit as well. So that's what we've got in place there. So the final thing that we need to do that is part of this initial transformation into something more like the Mortal Blade. We're not there yet, but we're gonna make some changes in our look. And to do this, I have a mod called the Change of Face for SE. And this is going to allow us to do some very simple things. First thing we're going to do is we're going to implement some war paint. We're going to go with something pretty basic here. And the other thing that we're going to do is Sagramore is going to clean up the facial hair a little bit so that he looks less barbaric. That's kind of the the objective here. So we've kind of gone through we're going through these different warrior stages, I think. And part of it is he's kind of cleaning up his image a little bit, right? So we're just going to kind of braid the beard or whatever, clean that up a little bit. Okay, so he looks a little bit more put together. And that is something that he does because he wants to feel like he's a bit more in control of the way that he looks. He wants to appear to be someone who cares about his appearance, and it is a little bit less threatening to the average citizen. I mean, he's a big, intimidating guy, but he wants to look less like a wild man who just came down out of the mountains, and have a look about him that is a little bit more sophisticated or refined, and that also allows him to be taken, hopefully, a bit more seriously when he gets into conversations with jarls and nobles, and when he tries to, I guess, when he tries to influence people or persuade people. So it's just kind of a general image thing. The war paint is symbolic. Symbolic of what? We don't really know yet. And over the course of time, what we discover is that the Mortal Blade's war paint becomes more elaborate, and is kind of a direct reflection of things that have happened to him. So right now, what we see is just kind of some simple war paint that kind of traces the scar down his face, and that's that. So that's kind of generally where we're at. The other sort of housekeeping thing that we can do here is we have the ice form shout. We can go ahead and unlock that. All right. So we've got that done. That's basically it. So as far as the look goes, we've got two distinct looks. We've got this, which is more of our everyday traveling and almost sort of clerical type of look. And then we've got the sort of intimidating, going to battle kind of look. All right. And these are important to make distinctions between them, because as we advance forward, in addition to having weapons that are specialized for certain things, we also find that the Mortal Blade will create apparel, armor, that's designed for certain situations as well. So that is rather important. Okay, so before we continue, let's quick save here. All right, before we do anything, we got to deal with this super annoying hunger and thirst thing. I really need to reconfigure that. What do you mean I'm feeling a bit hungry? I just ate. Ugh. Swear to God. I love I need, don't get me wrong. Jeez. But if I need is this annoying to me, can you even imagine what Frostfall was like for me when I was trying to tell a story? Just so frustrating. There he is. All right, well, we don't know what we're dealing with here. Here we go. Come on down here. Pretty sure he saw us, right? Well, let's keep our eyes open. Sagramore has the... What? He has the distinct impression that the dragons are hunting him. Oh, take it easy now. Take it easy. Somebody's got him really bent out of shape, and I can't see what it is. Just agitated, I guess. So when we see the dragons, we get a little bit nervous, like... it's more than just whether or not they're a threat. It's sort of the eerie feeling that they're tracking our movements or hunting us down that becomes a bit more menacing, you know? Okay. I mean, that dragon definitely saw us. He circled us more than once and then flew over the mountain, so... I don't know. Hopefully he's not going to get some buddies or something like that. That would suck. Feeling a bit hungry. Again. Okay. So, yeah, Sagramore doesn't have the sense of urgency that he used to because he believes less in the cause now. He believes firmly in the cause that people should be able to practice their religion and that Skyrim is for everybody, not just for the Nords. So he's got more of an open-minded or inclusive view of what he thinks Skyrim should be.
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has the right of it.
All right. You're not too idealistic. But part of the problem he has is, well, the entire problem that he has is with the leadership. He started to lose his faith in Ulfric pretty quickly when he started hearing stories of, you know, discrimination and betrayals and, you know, all kinds of different sort of anecdotal stories about Ulfric. But then he started to lose his respect for Gulmar as well, when Gulmar started talking about this idea that perhaps the Civil War was just the beginning, that somehow there was going to be an invasion after this, full-out war, you know? And that's not what... That is not what Sagramore signed on for. He wants to help people. He wants to help people who have been victimized by the Imperials. And then, you know, because he was. So his thinking is, get out of Skyrim. You know, get out. And he wants to help other people who have found themselves in the same boat. But then he comes to discover that, you know, leadership of his organization is doing the same thing. So, yep. Yeah, the dragon went over the mountain, so let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's quick save here. Okay, let's figure out what's going on up here. Really am hoping that this is a frost dragon and not a fire one. But I don't know if we're going to get that lucky. Okay, let's make sure we're prepared. All right, give us a taste. Give us a taste. Come on. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Frost. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That plays to our strengths anyway. Come on. Oh, great. Cover. All right. Whew. Okay, he's going to do another lap, so let's get up to the next pillar. Who's he attacking now? Not for us? All right, let's go the rest of the way. Okay, let's conserve a little stamina here. That'll make it easy for him. We are not there, are we? God, keeping track of them is... Come on, we're in your house, man. Come on, beast. Whoa. Let's get up in here for cover. Whew, that was close. Come on, you have all the advantages. Come down here. Fight me. Let's do this. I need to take a direct hit if I can help it. Oh, man. Son of a bitch. Well, he's whittling away at us here. He's whittling away. Yeah, we disrupted him with the shout, but with only one word of unrelenting force, you got to be pretty close to disrupt him. So, all right, here we go. He's coming down. Let's give ourselves some protection. Okay, and I'm going to attempt a charging power attack, possibly. Okay, that was not good. Okay. And we basically put a dent in him. Okay, come on now. Conserve that stamina. Get in close. Oh, yeah, bad angle. Bad angle for him anyway. Look at him. He's like, damn it. Okay, that bought us some time to get some stamina back here. All right. We got a ways to go before he is defeated. But we're at full stamina now. We didn't have to... Disrupt that breath weapon. Go. Yes. Nice job. Wow, that was great. That was great. Okay, take the gold and we take one scale, which is our marker. The only thing that could have made that fight better is if I had dealt the killing blow with the two-handed sword. But such as it is, we're very lucky to have survived that, I would say. We have one healing potion left in reserve and no resist frost left. So, yeah. Pretty good, I'd say, overall. Poison resistance. 50% resistance to poison. Wow. Now there's no way we're going to take off our Amulet of Talos, but we can use the enchantment. Okay, so let's look at our shouts now. We've acquired a new shout, and we have a dragon soul to spend on it. So, disarm. Well done. All right. Let's make a full save here. Mark this on the timeline. Every time I make a full save, I sort of feel like I'm putting a little dot on a timeline that describes the life and story of Sagramore. Okay. Oh, healing potion. That's needed. This is quite an elaborate setup on top of the mountain here. Okay. Well, overall, I'd say that was a pretty good showing. Even with our natural resistances to frost and stuff like that, it was still a pretty hairy battle. What I'm very concerned about is our ability to fight dragons of other types, particularly fire. Fire is going to be terrible for us. So we're going to have to come up with a strategy, and we need to get busy when it comes to finding a way to not just protect ourselves from fire-based attacks, but specifically set up our dragon fighting loadout so that we're ready to go. Right now, we're in a good spot for fighting frost dragons. We can get through it and do pretty well. But it would have been a very, very different story had that been a fire dragon. I don't think we would have lasted long at all. So, we're going to have to figure that out. Let's see where this pass goes. Might be worth knowing. North Cold Rock Pass. This would be something that I think Sagramore would be curious to know. Troll. Is he going to make an issue out of this? Of course he is. All right, well, let's do this. Slapped us in the face pretty hard. But that's one of the interesting things, right? We've got this perk that awards us for a quick strike immediately followed by a power attack. However, that combination frequently leaves us open to attack as well. So that's going to be a big advantage for us going forward, but in the short term, we just have to be aware that it compromises our defense momentarily, and trolls hit awfully hard, so... Sometimes it's hard to remember what all of those different advantages are for the various combos that you can do and stuff like that. Okay, before we go down and check out what's going on here, let's get ice form on our list here. I'm going to set that to 6. I do enjoy ice form. Oh, no. What is this place? So, interesting fact. Take a look at this. If you look at our powers, you'll notice that the battle cry, the Nord battle cry, is missing. Well, one of my favorite mods to use is a mod by Anai Sion that's called Imperious Races, and it replaces all the default race abilities with slightly more interesting things. Actually, a lot more interesting things. And I've had Imperious Races in the lineup for a very long time, but my load order was screwed up, and I fixed the load order, and then a whole bunch of stuff from Imperious Races kicked in, and Battlecry went away. So I got that fixed, and so Battlecry has gone away, but it's been replaced by some other things. And what I think is particularly cool is that, let's see, we may not have yet. I don't think it's kicked off yet. We'll probably see it kick off here. There's a Nord Avatar quest that will kick off as part of that. And what it does is it is a quest reward type of a power, where if we can complete a series of quests specific to the Nords, we can get some bonuses from that. And in this particular case, it's that you have to go to, I think, 10 locations, dungeons of significance to the Nord people, and clear them. And once you get 10 of them cleared, then you get this new ability or whatever. So
I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
At some point, we're going to see that kick in. There we go.
I don't have any choice. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you. I'm not going to take the oatmeal.
I don't want to do this. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
That worked good. Popped the shield up at the very last minute and caught that arrow. That was quite gratifying. It doesn't always happen like that. There he is. He'll make his way up here and we'll fight him. Well, we're waiting for him. Drink. Okay, I'm ready.
I don't have any. I don't want to do this.
Shield block was all it took there. Look at this place. Let's look. Okay. Really like this place. This is a cool dungeon
Stay away.
design.
I don't want to do this. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
Ah, defender. Use that too.
Stay away. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want. I don't have any choice. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Oh,
I don't want to do
got some
this.
good blocks.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
Ah, locked. Let's see if we can get it open, huh? Okay, this is apprentice level. Let's...
Stay back, or I'll I'll be forced to attack you.
Nice.
I don't have any choice. I'm sorry.
Ah, shrine to the ancestors.
I don't want to do. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
Yes. What is this?
I'm sorry. This isn't what I want. I don't have any choice. I'm sorry.
Oh, whoa. Got the shield up just in time.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't have any
Okay.
choice.
Let's absorb some
I'm sorry.
shots. Good practice.
I don't have any choice. I'm sorry.
Nice.
I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
Okay, I'm gonna let him tire himself out a little bit.
I'm sorry. This
And
isn't
then I'm
what
gonna
I want.
power bash him. Whoa.
I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
Quick strike.
This isn't what I want. I don't want to do this. I don't have any choice.
Oh. God, I wish they didn't talk so much. Just tell me you don't have any choice once, okay? Just one time.
Stay back, or I'll be forced to attack you.
This is quite the labyrinth.
Stay away.
They make that look like a secret door, don't they? But I think this is for the gate down there. Yeah. Oh, it's really good. It's really good to know that our lock bashing is working now. I'm pretty sure it was working before. I just wasn't using it properly. My expectation was that I would hit the lock once and it would make a judgment call and that was it. I didn't think I'd have to chop at it multiple times. Okay, here's an apprentice one. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and hotkey the boarding axe, and we'll put that at 7, so then we don't have to go into the menu so much. Okay, apprentice level chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. Orcish war axe. Might be able to sell it. All right, let's continue.
Stay away. I'm sorry.
Where is this
This
guy?
isn't what I want. I don't want to do this. Come on! I don't have any choice. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this.
Okay. Ice form is 6. Gotcha. that was close. That was really close. Ouch. Ice form to the rescue that time. Take the key. Huh. Staff. Take that. Ice form is a great one against mages. Mages and crowds. We'll get a lot of use out of that one. For sure. Expert. Never gonna get that one open unless the key that I picked up opens it. Ah, there we go. That's good. Do like the keys. Now we're starting to hit the potions. Okay, that goes outside. So, it looks like he came in here and cleared the place out and then started using it for his sick experiments. It would seem. But we have interrupted his vile business here. Oh. Dead. Their staff. Well, let's see if there's any survivors, maybe. Won't budge. Can't break these locks. Does my key work, though? Oh, shit, yeah. That key opens the door and it opens these as well. I guess that's good to know. Let's check first and see if there's any survivors. No. Man, this guy was a monster of epic proportions. Even killed a dog? God. This is kind of high-level serial killer shit going on here. So many dead. Alright, well, we'll salvage what we can. Ethereum Wars. Do I have this? I think maybe I do. Sild's journal. Destruction. Robes. Robes are worth a lot. I can sell them. That too. Well, he's got an alchemy lab here. Sure would be nice if he had an enchanter's table, wouldn't it? That'd be great. I don't remember seeing one, so... Let's go back up this way. I'm curious to see where this empties out. Interesting. I think between this barrow and the pass, a person could make pretty short work of this mountain range if they were in a hurry, which is kind of cool. All right. Well, rather than retracing our steps and going back, I'm thinking let's go down this way and then make our way back. Take a look here. Yeah, it's interesting that oh, here we go. Freaking vampires can't be far behind, right? Let's take a moment. I'm thinking ice form here. See how we're doing. Healing. Okay, they came from that direction, which probably means their master's got to be down there somewhere. It's not often that you just find death hounds all by themselves. They're usually out patrolling with other vampires, so... Seemed like they came from this direction. It could be the other way, though, too. From this little canyon. don't know. We'll try the other way. That happens to be the direction that we need to go anyways. So it just seemed like the hounds came from this direction, but I don't know. I don't see anything, so oh wow, I didn't realize it was actually displaying the axe on my hip too. That's kind of interesting. That's cool. I mean, it makes sense. I just didn't think about it. Once I hotkey that guy, favorite that thing, then it's going to display, so not bad. Well, I'm at a loss. Maybe they were going solo. It's hard to imagine, but looks like they were. I know that they will run out away from their masters. You know, they'll range pretty far, but this seems like too far. So, all right. Well, that's the pass up there. So that is the barrow that we just went through. Let's go up around here. Rather than going back through the mountain pass, retracing a whole lot of steps. Easy beast. All right, let's use a giant camp in the distance. So we follow the river. The river is heading the direction that we need to go, so probably makes sense for us to continue on this trajectory. Yes, hungry and fatigued. We should probably think about making a camp. Just got to find a good spot. This is actually probably a good opportunity for us to refill the water too. So let's do that. All right. This could be... Ow. Son of a bitch. Bastards. That hurt. I was just looking at those distinctive stars right there. Gotta wonder if this could be where the vampires came from. I don't know. Well, let's level up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do that. Okay. Stamina. Look at that. We're approaching 200 points in each one. I think the plan is that I'm going to continue to invest alternating until we get around 250. When we hit 250, then I'm going to invest exclusively in stamina for a little while, and we'll see how that goes. Something like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking now. Of course, my plans often change, but that's what I'm thinking now. All right. Heavy armor. Rallying standard. We did that. Ooh, what's this? Born to fight. Heavy armor weighs half as much and slows you down half as much when worn. Holy hell. That'd be great. Revel in battle. Defiance also increases melee weapon damage by 3%. Damn. And it stacks. Face of Death, I still like that one, but don't worry about that one yet. Oh, I'm really liking this Born to Fight. Alright, let's take it. That is going to help out with these encumbrance issues that we always seem to have. And speed as well. It means our power attacks will get faster, or our charging power attacks will. So, that's great.
Someone there?
Yes. someone
Found
is
you!
here.
Come on!
Ah.
Now ain't this a surprise? Time to die, hero!
Come. Your friends are coming.
Tell you what, you start running, what?
Die today, huh?
Can't wait to count out your coin.
Come up.
It's nothing.
Oh, that's satisfying. Okay. Ah. Archer. Shield up. Ah, it's not working. We're gonna go through their stuff while he's thawing out. Huh. Interesting.
Death is highly overrated. No more! I yield! I yield!
You yield? As you draw your bow back and point it at me? You obviously don't know what yielding means. Now you know. There are ingredients here that we recognize. Ah, look. Interesting. Come on. There. All stuff we can use. Alright, let's get through the rest of this. This might be a place that we could stay now that we've cleared it out and get some rest before we continue on our way. It is always satisfying taking things from bandits. People who have made a career out of taking things from others. Oathkeeper. Check it out. That's our sword right there. That's nuts. Okay. Lots of imp stool, but no blisterwort. It's all pretty much fly amanita. That's okay. Imp stool is an amazing ingredient. It's good for so many different things. Both good and ill. So we'll take as much of that as we can get. Okay, what do you have? Anything? Not really. You know what? Let's take a look for a second. I want to see what our carry capacity is. Looks like it's about the same to me. But maybe that... I mean, it's possible that that perk doesn't affect carry capacity directly. I don't know exactly how that's set up to work, but... yeah, they got lots of food, places to cook. All right, let's see what, let's check this mage first. Magiga, yeah, he's got really nothing I want. The bandit leader. Seems interesting. Not interested in his journal at all. Elk pelts. Wow, so much imp stool. Oh, blisterwort. A little bit of it anyway. Some more. Okay. You... oh, you have a healing potion and a ring. And you... what's going on here? Oh, these are mercenaries. Oh, wow. These are mercenaries who probably came in here and tried to get bounties and got killed for their trouble. This is the other guy that we killed before. The death is highly overrated guy. Okay, well. I think we've... more healing. Now we're in the money on these healing potions. We gotta... I always feel a lot better when I'm a little bit ahead on the healing potion issue. Okay, so this seems like a good place to take a breather, I think. So Sagramore is going to shack up here. We'll do a little bit of cooking. Get some rest, and then continue our journey in the morning.